Good morning, guys. Happy solstice. It is cold here. We're hitting barely 50 this morning. I even broke out the long sleeves. I'm not here for this weather. I prefer the warmer weather. But we are trying to get the barbecue going. We have a friend going to borrow it for his son's wedding, and we're trying to make it a little more user-friendly. So he's been trying to convert it. He bought parts and pieces for it. I'm not really exactly sure, so we'll ask him. Okay, so tell me a little of this plan. Because you've got that part there and that part over there and all these parts here. And you'd cut a hole.
So the old smoker box with the hair dryer over here didn't work as good because it usually just caught on big fire.
Correct.
And remember the time that I did it smoked with pellets?
Yes.
And that worked sort of. Well, now I'm modifying
To smoke with, still with pellets.
Still with pellets.
Okay.
So we've upgraded from a hair dryer to an actual brand new fan.
Okay.
And so instead of blowing air in to where the pellets and the smoker are, which catches everything on fire, this is going to sit in here like that.
Okay.
So that the air gets shoved through the holes in
Directly
there
into here.
and not into the smoky part.
Okay. Yeah.
So that we're not oxygenating the fire and making it worse.
And making it go
Yeah,
bigger, yes.
So then, now remember, everything I'm telling you is hypothetical at this point.
Yes.
So then this piece is going to sit here.
Okay.
There'll be a plate that sits here, like that. The pellets will drop into this tube. This piece of weighted thing here will be what keeps them going down in.
Maybe.
Okay, this thing will keep putting, as they burn, it'll keep pushing them down because it's heavy.
Okay.
And then down in below there, sitting on that plate, will be this charcoal briquette lighter, which will live down in here, sitting on top of that plate, waiting for the pellets to build up. And now I got to rethink that a little bit because the fan's going to sit there. I have to put the fan off to one side so that they can both live in there together. So this is going to live up here like this. Pellets are going to land on it and get electrocuted and get heated by that. And then the smoke will go out that way. And then this will have to sit here. This will sit over here. Yeah, there's room for everything to sit in there. Okay, so that's the plan as of right now. Until I start welding.
What's the other piece of metal down here for?
Which other piece?
This one right here.
Well, these two will be both in here, so that no pellets fall down below.
Oh, I see. It's just to make it go all the way across.
Yes.
Because the one wasn't big enough.
Well, the one wasn't big enough, plus it'll be easier to put them in half at a time.
Okay, that makes sense.
So those two will sit there. This will sit over here somewhere like that. In fact, I could probably just do that right there. I not even need that one. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. use the round one to close up the hole.
Close the hole of the other up. Do that and that. Except I think the higher this is, the better it will be.
Yeah, and that other one needs to be lower to be able to reach the fan anyway.
Yeah, so I probably will still double those two up like I'd originally thought.
I would probably, before you like hard weld it, maybe
Test
just
it.
tack it and then
give it a
test
test
it.
drive. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because I know how our world works.
yeah. Okay.
So is that going to be enough? You're going to have to like keep loading pellets into that deal though, aren't you?
Probably for an all-nighter you would have to. But for I'll bet that thing will hold. I don't know. We'll just have to see, won't we?
Okay.
We'll all learn together. I don't know.
Me neither.
Okay, we have
Okay.
a noon o'clock and it's not
Yep.
almost getting there.
So can I ask a sort of stupid question?
Sure, whip it on me. Can I give stupid answers?
If you're in the middle of almost nowhere, how you plugging stuff in?
Well, it'll never get used in the middle of nowhere on the smoker side, because you always smoke in the beginning, and so even if we do something like out at the pond, we always smoke and cook the night before. Still got the propane for the heat,
Okay.
so the smoke.
So even if they cook everything before, it'll...
Yeah, so you'll smoke. The smoke goes like the first couple hours, if that makes sense.
I'm just along for the ride.
So you smoke it first,
Mm-hmm.
then you cook it. Never knew I was a blacksmith, did you?
Is that what we're calling it?
Sure. Okay, so that goes in there. Pellets land there. Make a big old pile, make a big old mess, but this thing heats them up. Make smoke inside the tube. And the blowy fan, oh, it's already over there, blows air underneath into the tube. Theoretically, before the air blew onto the pile and it flamed up and made a big old mess.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's going to blow under and it will suck the air by. What do they call that? It'll give it the Venturi effect. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Told you, I'm just along for the ride. I have...
Theoretically. You know, I think the last people that borrowed this didn't clean it.
Not very well. Usually they do a better job.
That's kind of what I thought. Houston, we have a problem.
I think you're going to have to put your metal piece in.
Let it go in. And then this piece can... That all needs to come out. So maybe when it comes out, it'll be fine.
Oh, this metal
Yeah,
piece?
that was what used to hold that rack.
Yes.
So I'll grind it out of there. And then bolt that piece in. We're getting closer.
I would say this has been an all-day project. It kind of has. We had friends that were celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. So we took off for 3 or 4 hours today to go to that, to celebrate them. And now, as soon as we got back home, I say we, not me. I played with my sheep, I fed my sheep, I watered my sheep, I played with the pig. It's making a lot of noise. Anyway, and he's been working on this all day. So hopefully it will get finished. If not today, definitely tomorrow. And then maybe we can try it out before we actually take it to go use it for the wedding. But it's been one of those weeks where we've just kind of been running and not really getting anything done. We took off Wednesday to go to a comedy show in Idaho Falls, and that was fun. Who'd we go see? Who'd we go see for the comedy? Brad Williams. So we went to go see him, and he was funnier than I'll get out. And then the two opening acts he had, the first guy, his name was Quincy, and that's I don't know if he had another name, but that's the only one I can remember. And then the second guy was JB Ball, and he was really funny. So all three of them were really, really good. So we did that Wednesday, and then we came home Thursday, and there is a ton of construction on the interstate, and they basically had us driving in the emergency lane, and we hit a huge pothole, blew a tire, and then had to change that on the side of the interstate, which probably wouldn't have been so bad other than the fact that I don't think the spare, it's one that's underneath the rig instead of like in the back or something, our yellow car. And it probably wouldn't have been so bad had it actually come off.
What do you mean?
The spare.
Oh, yeah. It was an adventure, though.
Always is. So we basically had to break parts and pieces to get the spare to drop down. But changing the tire was like no issue at all. And so it just took us, we left, it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from Idaho Falls to where we are. And we left at 10 o'clock. We didn't get home till almost 4. And it was a change and feed and move water. And he sprayed a couple of loads of weed spray to get rid of weeds. And yeah, it was a long, long day. So that's basically been our week, is a lot of hurry up and do absolutely nothing. So, and then yesterday he had meetings, so he didn't get home till like 10 o'clock, and I just putted around the farm. And today it's freezing out. It's like 48 degrees. I think it got up to like 58 in the heat of the day, but it's cold. It's cold. So he's still working on that. And I am probably going to go to the house. My daughter made dinner. She actually made lunch, but since we weren't here, we're going to eat it for dinner. And so I don't have to cook, which is fabulous. And yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll have something more exciting to do.
Okay. You realize this could take 20 minutes before it gets smoky.
I wondered about that. that maybe you shouldn't have the blower on until you know the coals are hot? I don't know. Kind of starting to smoke down there. But it's not smoking back here yet. We can smell it, but like I said, the smoke isn't coming this direction. The smoke is all going this direction. See, it's smoking really good in the box.
So it's not Venturi-ing like I thought it was getting.
Right, it's not pushing it
That way.
correct. Oh. I can't tell. It looks like there might be a little smoke coming through a couple of these holes.
A little smoke.
Well, I can't tell because I can't tell if it's coming from there.
I can see a bunch of
See,
smoke
now I'm seeing smoke, so I do think it is coming through here. So yeah, there's smoke coming through somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think it is. I think it's. Ain't it?
I think so. The wind wasn't blowing. It'd be
That's
easier
the
to
hard
see.
part.
Oh yeah, it is.
I need colored smoke.
No joke. No, I can see it coming through a
Hey,
couple.
If I could figure out how to do pink smoke and blue smoke, then I could do
Then you could do
reveals,
gender reveals.
Gender reveals with the smoker.
Okay, so it's
It's
smoking.